I'm in my home in Windsward. And let's give you a quick little tour. When you first enter a settlement, at least when I first enter a settlement, I tend to get a little lagging and stuff like that. So I've been here a minute or two just to kind of clear that up. And I have a nice little home here. I've got some nice tier 4 furniture in here. That stuff was gifted. What I'm most proud of is those major trophies there. Maybe you can see those right here. Loot luck, and then these are all gathering. Oh, let's take upstairs real quick. Let you look around. I don't have a lot of stuff. It's not crammed full of stuff like if you do a public visit of a house, you'll see they're just crammed full of stuff. I got a lot of pictures. There's pictures hidden all around the Eternium. If you know where to look for them, you can gather them up, put them in your house. I got this corrupted storage crate right there in front. I got that on a low-level mission. It just happened to be a real nice drop. So I couldn't make. I'm not even close to being high enough level to make that. I am a level 60 player, but you still have to have so many skills. So let me leave. And let's put on the interface. Of course, the Windsward capital is called Corinth here. I liked it when they just called it by the territory name, but they changed that. And this is the territory where I have the highest score. It's got a nice little river running through it. This is the prettiest one, I think. So I do most of my stuff here, almost everything I do in this settlement because I have my highest score, so I have the best buffs. If I look at my territory standings here, in Windsward I have my level 105, so that gives you a whole lot of different buffs going on in there. So I do almost everything in here, and in fact if I'm going to make weapons or armor or those kind of activities, I have another set of trophies I can access. Do I have them here? That I can replace the ones of my gathering trophies, so while I'm doing armoring and weaponsmithing and things like that, I can replace those trophies and take advantage. I only own 2 houses, one here and one in Everfall. And one in Everfall I have all my combat trophies. So here I have a major cooking, a major arcana, a major weaponsmithing, a major engineering, and a basic armoring. To get the major armoring trophy, you have to have something that's very expensive. I forget what it is. Let's go look. So I'll show you how to find what you need for any given item. So we want to know how to make what we need for major armoring trophy. So we'll go to house furnishings in the trading post, buffing trophies, crafting buffs, major armoring crafting trophy, and it lists here what we need. So everything here is pretty easy. Of course you still need a lower level trophy, but you need this precision armoring tools item, and you can see they want 20,000, more than 20,000 for that trophy. If I look what that item costs, they want 12,500 for that. So I have everything else, so if I wanted to spend 12,500, I could have that, upgrade that trophy to major, but it's really not worth it to me right now because I still have a ways to go before I'm level 200 there. And if we look here, I'll show you where I am. my trade skills. So armoring, I'm at level 174, so I still got quite a ways to go to get to level 200, and I'm going to need thousands of, tier 5 materials to get there. And it's about the same for weaponsmithing and engineering and jewel crafting. So these are the hardest ones to get right here, to get them to level 200. The easiest ones are the gathering, and you can see by my levels here that mining, logging, and harvesting are probably the things I've done way more than anything else up in the game. Every time you pass one of these tick marks, you get a crate. So once you get to level 200, then you start seeing these tick marks. See, there's no tick marks here. So once you see these tick marks, once you get to level 200, you see these tick marks. Once it goes around once, you go back to level 1 with the tick marks. And it just, I don't know how long those go on. Anyway, so every time you pass one of those tick marks, you get a crate. So you get crates. If you get a crate on any given day, you get an emerald gypsum, which you can turn into a gypsum orb, which you can use to upgrade your weapons and armor status, which is, we look here, this number here, the expertise. You can upgrade your expertise here. So most players, well, while we're here, most players use a light load. Mine's 12.7, and it allows you to move faster. And because everything in New World takes a lot of time, so running faster, actually you don't run any faster, but you can do a forward dodge, which allows you to roll forward, which kind of speeds you up a bit. In addition, right now I'm playing with my sword and shield plus the bow. So my bow has a couple of nice speed buffs. Let's go back and look at that. And these are pretty easy to get. One is after you dodge, you get 10% haste for 2 seconds, and it has a 2-second cooldown. So if you dodge every 2 seconds, you get a permanent 10% haste buff. Not bad. So you get to go 10% faster than the normal player. In addition, I got a second buff here. It gains 10% haste for 5 seconds when you swap your bow. So whenever I switch to a bow, I get 10% haste for 5 seconds with a 10-second cooldown. So basically what I do whenever I switch to my bow, I do a dodge, and so I get a 20% haste for 2 seconds, and then that's a 2-second cooldown. So basically I do 4 dodges before this resets, and then I just switch back to my bow again and do 4 dodges, 2 seconds in between, and then do that, 4 dodges, that, 4 dodges, back and forth. And that gives me permanent 10% haste, and half the time I get a 20% haste. Well, 4 seconds out of 10, I got a 20% haste. So that's a pretty good speed buff. Now there are a lot of the weapons have a special, like a special. Here's a rapier. Let me see, where's rapier? So the rapier, here's one of them. The rapiers, this one here, the fletch. So you get to jump ahead 10 meters, and quite a few weapons have something like that. So, but it has a 19-second cooldown. So I get 10 meters, but then I'm moving slow again for 19 seconds. And I could mix those up with the bow when I switched back and forth, but overall, if it one or the other, I actually get where I'm going faster with the bow. So the bow's a great tool to have to speed up your get around time, but you have to keep dodging anyway. So that's that for that. And so now you know how to find anything in the trading post. I'm going to show you something else really cool in the trading post. So you can go to sell, And these are all the items that I have either in my backpack or in my local storage shed. So you could go now. It's hard to sell mushrooms. Let's see. So they have them listed for 31, 34 cents. You can sell some here and there. But if you collect a bunch of them, you may or not, and you pay a listing fee on top of that, so you may not be worth your while in many cases to sell something. Excuse me. But these standing orders here, this one's only 12 cents per, but you can just, if you got too many of something and you don't want to, you're overstocked, you can just dump it here. So I get 12 coins per 100. I'll say dollars, but I mean coins per 100. So if I wanted to get rid of some of my mushrooms, at least I'd get something for them. But some of these items, really, like the onion. Look at the onion. Okay, now I only have 41 onions, but look what they're offering per onion. 13.35 per onion. So 10 onions is 133 bucks. So we're looking at for 40, that's over $500 or 500 coin for 40 onions. That's ridiculous. Oranges are hardly worth nothing. So you have to kind of look around. I noticed here that it ebbs and flows on this item, but carrots seem to be, oh yeah, look at fish roe. Look at what they want. Look what they're offering for fish roe. Oh, it's low. I sold some fish roe for like 375 coins each. I had some extra, and the only thing I can use it for right now is to make fish sauce, excuse me, which sells for less than that. So I just sold I sold half my fish roe and made it was like 3,000 coin. It's ridiculous. A delicate fish fillet too. Something that, and the price changes over time. Now I only have 17 here, but I got like 200 or 300 stored away. So if I wanted to, it's 511 coin per 100. So I could make another 1,000 coin real quick that way. So you can make a lot of coin just store everything you can. If it's not worth much, well, you get a little money for it. If it's worth, honey, you can get almost any settlement, right? You get 15 or 20 or whatever. It's selling for almost 1 coin each. And it's funny too, because here, honey's right next door. So I got 5 honey there, so that's 5 coins right there, just that one time. And I can do that many times a day. And I can do that in many different settlements. So, not to mention, the honey trees. So even the simplest thing can be worth quite a lot. The crafting resources, some of those are worth a lot of money, especially ones that you wouldn't think. The most common ones. Let's look here. I keep them all here. So I look at my crafting mods, and I'll do it by weight. So the most common ones, of course, are the ones I have the biggest number of, so they weigh the most. But like the dead dried vine, I think I sold them for like 4 coin per, and I had like 200. And I'm kicking myself because a lot of these materials, I had hundreds and hundreds of them, and I wasn't aware how much I could sell them for by using those contracts. And I was dumping them over and over and over again because I was just getting too many of them. They were just clogging up space, and I didn't know how to use all the multiple storage locations effectively either, so I was getting too much in one spot. Excuse me. So I had to. So of course I could have sold them and made I could probably have 300,000 or 400,000 coin right now instead of 84,000. 308. Let's see. You only can have 500. You can only have 500,000. Oh, that's good to know. I didn't know that. Oh, thank you for teaching me that. So anyway, and I missed out on my daily. Darn it! I missed out on my yesterday. I was doing you a video and I missed out on one of my daily upgrade bonuses. So let's go ahead and do that now while I'm here. So before I do that, let's go to the house, and I've never actually done this yet, so this will be a good time to do this. See if it actually has any real benefit that I can notice right away. So I'm going to craft some tier 5 legendary materials, which you can do up to 10 a day of certain things. So let me go to my house. I'm going to swap out these trophies. I got to get it kind of the right angle. These things are huge, actually. And so let's pick these up. They go in your storage when you pick them up. They don't go in your personal inventory. They go in your local storage. And I'll replace them with the functional equivalents. I really probably don't need that one. Oh, you know what? I don't really need them at all, come to think of it. Because I'm not, the activities I'm doing are not, they're not going to affect them. So darn it. I'll have to wait till I'm doing something like that. Oh, this is free right now. Black bear pelt rug. It's free in the store. Let me just put all my regular trophies back here. Not necessarily in the same order I took them out. Oh well, it's a good idea. Wrong thing though. Okay, so I picked that house just because it's got this shortcut here to this up front. So to do those tier 5 materials, first I need 10 of those. Just bear with me a second while I grab these up here. Oh, I got 10 of the same ones. I'll put the rest back later. I don't have 10 of the smolder hide, which is I'm going to need, so I'll have to actually buy the rest if I want to make 10. Oh, no wonder these are funny. They're in weight order, and hard to pick out that way. Alright, so I get 10 of these. I'm going to need 10 of these. I'm going to need 10 of these. I get a whole bunch of this, what is this called? Barb vine and this wildwood. So every now and then I sold off like 100 of both today, and I was at 77,000 this morning or earlier this evening, and now I'm at 84. So I sold off some cut pristine gems and a couple of these tier 5 items here, and I recouped some of my money from that investment in my major loot luck trophy. Alright, so now I've got these, so I need the main materials to go with them, and I'm short on ironwood, so I have to go here to get that, and I need 50 of these materials. So if you want to make these materials every day, you gotta make sure that you get at least 50 of each. I need 50 orichalcums. Ingots. I need 50 infused silk. And I need 50 infused leather. Now if I want to make the max, I'm going to need 7 smolder hides. So let's go buy some smolder hide. 7 smolder hides. I think last time I bought them they were like $8 a piece. So 8 times 7, 56. So hopefully it won't cost me much more than that. And we'll look it up. Smolder hide. Oh, it's only $6 right now. Good. So the price can fluctuate quite a bit from day to day. So I might buy tomorrow's too. So I need, what, 7? So if I get 17, I'm covered for tomorrow. A little over $100. Let's just go ahead and do that. So now I don't have to worry about it for tomorrow. And now we can start crafting these. And you can only do this once per day. So, and I missed out. I was making you a video, and I just missed out on that part. So I'll make glittering ebony. 10 glittering ebony. That's all I can make is 10 per day. So 10 it is. Sometimes I get an extra bonus one. Not always. Asmodium. 10 asmodium. There's one other special resource that you can get that I'm not going to be crafting today. I'll show you here in a second. Make this. Phoenix weave. 10 phoenix weaves. Now, excuse me, I can use some of these materials. Alright, got another crate. I can use some of these materials and stuff that I can craft now, but I have a feeling I'd be wasting them. They'll mean more to me later on when I can really craft higher tier stuff. 10 runic leather, and you do get a pretty good boost when you craft these items. So I've crafted them. I'll go ahead and store them away. I have a special place for everything. And these items I store here. And I'll put these items away. I'm missing one. What did I? Where'd it go? I thought oh, this podium. There it is. So I've been doing this pretty much religiously. This is what the rune stones. Those are the ones I don't do every day. You need a bunch of them to. I've crafted some things with rune stones. You need a bunch of them and a bunch of Azoth. Oh, like 500 Azoth, which is half of the max that you can carry. So yeah, I'm not. That's the these right here. Corrupted lodestone, 500 Azoth. I don't want to make any more because it takes a while to get 500 Azoth. Alright, let's put this extra stuff back. And I got another chest to store away here until I'm ready to open them all. Let's put that over here. And I still need 2 more bags to get my 2 more emerald gypsum so I can make an orb. I have 3 in reserve, which I'm not going to use, at least for some time to come. Yesterday, I made a chest gear crate for my gypsum orb, and typically you always get at least 3 points. Once I got 2, but yesterday I got no points for my headgear. It really irritated me. I got some umbral shards instead. It's like, what? First time I got 0 points. So just FYI, doesn't necessarily guarantee you're going to get anything for it. Okay, so now I've done that. That's some maintenance work. Now I'll check the map, see if I've got anything ready to turn in. Nope. So when you're in a settlement, one thing you always want to do is you want to check town projects board. Now, I only take the town projects mostly that don't require anything that you have to refine. So as you can see, I've got these. None of these require that I find. This requires a lot of refining. This requires a little. If I had a ton more, I have a lot. If I had a ton more, I'd probably take this one. This one requires some refining too. This one I may have in inventory, so let me look. 15 common regeneration. Fortunately, the storage sheds are right here next to it. And I'll look for the common regeneration, see if I've got 15 of those. I believe that's a tier 2 item. Yep, I do have. I have 22, and I just picked them up in loot. I don't craft them, so I collect them just for this particular purpose. So there we go. I got some increased standing, and you just keep doing that. And you can fill these at your leisure as you happen upon them, like alligators and lynx and stuff like that. I always take those. I don't go looking to complete them. I just complete them as I just happen upon them. Okay, so we could do some crafting here, but that's kind of boring, and you'll learn all about crafting in detail if you play this game. So there's kind of a couple of areas here that you want to know about. This area here, Inkwell Cave. Up in here is where there's a load of wyrdwood. Right here, so this is on a higher elevation. So you get the wyrdwood here, and you go right over here to this spot right here, somewhere right in there. And there's a orichalcum vein, a nice one that you should pick up. So if you go here and look for wyrdwood, you should drop down over here and look for that orichalcum. You could actually see it from the cliffs if you look down the right spot. Also, if you use this fast travel, especially when there's free fast travel, you can actually see it from the pedestal. Unlike most places, this is one place where you can actually see the resource from the fast travel point. So when you're doing free fast travel, you travel here, you can see if there's a orichalcum vein there or not. Anyway, so I guess we could go that way for now. So we'll go over here. And so what do I need? Let's see. Right now I'm short on ironwood. And there's a couple places where there's ironwood, but I'll show you this wyrdwood orichalcum. And there's some starmetal along the way, or actually. So I'm gonna try to do this faction mission here, and on the way to doing this faction mission, I run across quite a bit, or a good deal, of starmetal. So we'll try to hit that too. So I'm gonna put this here, and I'm gonna show you my speed buff with the bow. And you can just watch me do it. So I'm dodging, wait for it to recharge, dodge again. You can do that 4 times. The 4th time it recharges, I can just repeat the process. If I'm paying perfect attention, I can do it. Okay, so I'm approaching sure on that speed bump because I hear another player close by. It is a competitive game, so of course the bow isn't great for everything. Like killing wolves, low-level wolves. My bow, which isn't very high-powered, I think it's level 11 or 12. We'll take them out fine, but the sword take care of them quickly. And we just lucked out, and all the weirdwood is here. There's 5 trees. One really big one, 2 large ones, and 2 smaller ones. Now I don't get a buff with my forward dodge unless I've got the bow equipped, which I don't at this moment. And I always go for the most rare resources first. So there's other things I want here, like that iron ore. I'll get all the weirdwood first, and then I can get the life blue, and then I'll get the iron ore. Then we'll go up into the cave. There's platinum, silver, and gold in the cave, as well as a couple of supply cases. So I don't skin as many as I kill, but I could. I take a resource. So here's the platinum. I definitely like to take the platinum because you can use that to make orichalcum ingots. So I always like to do the platinum. But of course, to make platinum you need gold. To do the gold you need silver. This has both. There's 2 good sized silver veins here. There's 1 small gold vein over here. But I don't need any of those. I've got plenty of gold and silver. After I use some of my reserve, then I'll go back and replenish it. But my reserve is plentiful right now. Okay, so I got that platinum. Now we'll go look for that orichalcum. Remember I told you if you go look over the cliff, you can see if that orichalcum is there. It looks like I got another. Yes, I did. And so that has one of those bags of juniper berries. Sometimes those loot drops you don't see right away. So you can, I often run off before I'm not noticing them. Oh, and there it is. See that orichalcum vein right there? So I'll slow walk so that I don't jump off a too steep a cliff until I get a lower, and then I'll get there before someone else does. Come on, there we go. Alright. So now I got an orichalcum vein. That's great. So now we'll go do that faction mission, and en route we'll see if that starmetal's there. There's a lynx, but I had one of those lynx town projects where you have to kill 1 lynx or 3 lynx or 5 lynx. They're here. There's also some hyssop with some herbs, so I always try to collect those. You can't really have enough of that. Of course, to make the high tier potions, you need azoth water, and I'll do a video where you can, as a lower tier player, get azoth water. It's not sure. It helps if you're like level 30-ish or better. Of course, you don't have to be that level if you're with someone who's willing to share with you. Here comes the lynx. Alright. I'll harvest him since... Yeah, here's that fast travel spot, so you can see where that orichalcum would be over here. right there if it was not harvested. It's one of those few places. So I do a lot of traveling. You should see me mad dash during pretty fast travel. And I'm not the only one. A lot of players do that. Players that know where all the valuable resources are, especially ones that are close to fast travel points. There's a, this guy here, scorched stone. These moat stones, they tend to be harvested most of the time, especially in the south regions. Windward is kind of like, to me, it's the heart of the whole ball of regions in the game. So now I climb up here, and there's a shock bulb over here. It's here. So no one's harvested it, which is a good sign. Then there is a shock spire. It's here too. That's a good sign. Excellent. Now I'm going to peer down over this cliff and see if that, and voila, we have ourselves some starmetal. You'll often find this harvested, especially when there's plenty of players online. This is a very popular place to get it. There's 4 nodes up here and there's 2 further down. I'll show you where those are in case you don't know. And there's online maps that show you all of this stuff, but knowing the best way to get to them makes it easier. Seeing them on the map is one thing, knowing an easy way to get to them is another. So I'm going to collect all 4 of these. I really have quite a bit of star metal. I don't really need it, but it's kind of hard to say no to it when it's right there, because it's just that rare enough. But I've gotten good with my circuits, and I collect plenty of star metal. I've got 2 really thick circuits of it, and now that I've upgraded my trophies, I got a lot more than I expected. Okay, so let's see. I have to get this guy here, Swoggle Smear, and he is in the second one. So I'm going to go ahead and collect a few chests while I'm here. This area is easier to collect chests from if you approach it from this side. I don't know why I always miss this. It's just at a funky angle. There's 3 chests up here, and there's 2 more down below. 1. 2. And 3 over here in this building. This is the guy that'll give you the most trouble if you're a lower level player. So even if I just do a casual swing at him with my sword, sometimes he survives. Alright, so there's 3 up there, and there's 2 down here. There's nothing in there. There's 1 in there, and there's 1 in here. They both have guards. So prepare to take them out first. I'm actually doing pretty good. You need these supplies constantly throughout the whole game. So you should always take some time to grab some frequently, because you're going to need them. Okay, so Swoggle Smear in here. And a lot of times, in the first version of this game, you'd have to wait forever for this guy to respawn and someone else killed him first. But he respawns in like a minute now. So should someone else need to complete this mission, they wouldn't have to wait long. Alright, still there's some silver and gold in here. Alright, I think that's my third bag. I opened one earlier, so there's some gold up there. There's some silver here. I believe there's some more. There's some crates here too, so let's go ahead and take some. Get these two up here, top first. There's nobody guarding up here, so these two are kind of free once you get to them. One provision, one supply. And of course you want to get those provision plates I showed you what the onions are worth. And having plenty of coin really helps you in the game, because you can get things that you'd have to otherwise find in the wild, and that's not easy. Alright, so kill these guys up. Get this one right here. There's one more crate in this area, and then we'll go get the rest of the star metal if it's there. 2 for 1, like that. And I don't really need to use my haste bonus here. Oh, and also when you attacking these NPCs, if you attack them from behind, it is more effective. They don't see you. So, and that includes ranged weapons as well. There's a couple of stones here, light crag, and a spring stone. There's a couple more silvers here. See them? I don't need any silvers. I can actually get around that one there. And then here's the other 2 star metals in this area. And lucky us, we got all 6 of them. So I would call that a big success. And also when you're in any area, you might think you don't have time, but everything takes a long time in your world. So you should collect all the motes you can until you get to level 60. You really need a lot of them. And then once you do get there, you need them for your high-end activities. You need them for low-end activities as well. Like I was making the trophies, and you need 25 or this or that mote. And I already collected all these chests. So I go around here. There's another level, there's another area in here. There's a boss guy. Not much of one, but at least for a level 60 player, not much of one. But I'll go in there and show them to you. But let's collect all the motes we can. And of course, if you're or a novice player, you always gotta look out for the documents. You do get XP for reading them all. I found one from like the beginning of the game that I had missed, and I happened to go there where they're like level 2 NPCs, and I had to go there to went there to get some herbs. Here's the other guy. Oh, he was the one I was supposed to get to begin with. Got the wrong one. Got them both anyway. There's a couple crates here. Collect those up. Like I said, constantly need supplies. So, even Even if you're not on a mission, if you oh, look at that, an emberstone. I have no idea what to do with it, but it's a tier 5 material. Probably a product of that $25,000 I spent on the major loot luck trophy. So hopefully one day that'll really pay off. Collecting all the modes. Since I know the map so well, that's where I know where all this stuff is, because I've done it many times. So when you're getting used to a new area, you know, really try to commit as much of it to memory as you can. After you do it a few times, you won't have to worry about it, but you know, the quicker you learn it, the more automatic it goes. Now, so now we've done all this, so I'm gonna kind of go back to this fast travel point. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it or not yet, but there's some berries here. Berries aren't worth a lot, but you never know. The market does change quite a bit. You might find berries worth like, you know, 60 or 70 cents per. And I'll just go and look to see if that orichalcum respawned. It did not. So that's this part of Windsward, and I think I'll just end this video here, and I'll do another one that goes to another area. Thanks a lot.